Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you are just stopping by for the very first time. I'm happy to have you here. My name is Aisha and you are very welcome to join this family. Please do subscribe if you haven't subscribed. However, if you are already a member of this family, I'm so happy to be back with you. So today's video was very unprepared. It was very unprepared, and it's not I didn't decide before now that I was going to do this particular video on this day, but I have been thinking about doing a sit down video for a while now, and I've been thinking about two things actually, but this particular topic just came into my mind today. I'm just waking up from sleep, it's afternoon, and I just said, why not go on there and just get this done with? Because I've been thinking about it for a long time, but like I said, it was not among the two videos I planned, so it just came up today. And I have this boost of energy and I felt to come up here and do this video. All right, I'm not going to take much of your time. I'm going to try to make it as short and straight to the point as possible. Without further ado, from the title you have already seen how to survive a distant relationship, or how to deal with a distant relationship, anyhow you choose to put it. Distant relationships are topics that people are not that situations that people shy away from. You can meet someone, you like them really, but you don't want to get into that kind of commitment, because distant relationship is a commitment like a normal relationship, but it's a whole lot difficult than the regular relationship. So it's something that people always are scared of, like, no, I can't do this, I can't do this. So it's just, I've got a lot of questions from people, like people who know me personally, girls sometimes, because they know I was in a distant relationship, and they tend to ask me those questions like, how did you do it? Or they tend like tell me, oh, I'm going through this is so hard and all that. And I'm just gonna give some of the things that were like an issue for us, not really like an issue, but some of the things that we really put into thought, like the things that we invested a lot in. We tried as much as possible to try to crash or crush, or just like put so much effort into making the relationship work. So those things that we put so much effort into making the relationship work, or just generally what you can do. Why am I rumbling now? Okay, generally, like the things that really, like, you should put so much work into when you get into a distant relationship. I was not in a distant relationship for a very long time. Some people have been in a distant relationship for 10 years. 10 years, 5 years, and so on. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about is communication. And as you know, communication is a very important ingredient in every relationship, whether it is parent, child, sibling, friends, lovers. Every relationship, communication is very important, and you need to invest extra when you're in a distant relationship. Trust me, like, there are so many things that we could talk about in the physical, and I'm going to understand you. I'm going to understand you even if you are shouting, and I will not really take things to heart, no matter your tone. If it's a physical discussion, I'm not saying that you can shout in a physical discussion but you cannot shout in a distant relationship, but I'm just trying to say, like, there's certain way that you put something in a physical relationship, like to talk about it with your partner. It's not the same way you're going to want to discuss that thing in a distant relationship, because in a distant relationship, I am over here, you're over there. We are basically talking through a medium, which is a phone. And you don't want to shout, because I could just lose my patience and just turn the phone off. Or I don't want to shout, you could just lose your patience and turn the phone off. But in the physical relation, like when you both are together, there is no going anywhere. we are going to trash everything here and everything finishes. It's very easy to get misunderstood a lot when you're in a distant relationship, more than when you're in a, you know, physical. That is something that happens so many times, and that is why most of distant relationships cannot survive, because there is zero patience. Just because you're not seeing that person physically, most of the time you take everything they say in a different context, and like, it just makes things a whole lot difficult. You need to learn how to communicate. You need to learn a lot of patience, like just digesting things before reacting, because in a distant relationship, things are very, very prone to just go out of hand. Like, things will just explode. You won't even know when, like, things get out of hand. How difficult, like, how did this even happen? We were just talking now, and then all of a sudden, that miscommunication does in a distant relationship. You know, there's a lot of impatience on both sides, because one of the most important reasons, which is very obvious, is because you're talking on phone. If you're with a normal friend, you know, like, things can easily get heated on phone more than if the two of you were together. So you need to just learn how to communicate. Read books, go on Google, search for blogs, learn how to communicate, because communication is very, in short, it's extra important. I cannot even stress on it enough. So you need to learn a lot about communication, and you need to give so much into communication and communicating the right way. Listen and then talk. So the next thing I'm going to be talking about is time investment. You need to invest a lot of time, because it's not like the regular relationship where, okay, I'm going to understand that, okay, you didn't come to see me today, but you're going to come to see me in 2 days time. Maybe when you're free after work, we're going to spend time together. And, you know, spending that time together alone, seeing that person, touching that person, holding that person, makes up for the day I didn't see you, or the 2 days I didn't see you, or the days I've not seen you. But in a distant relationship, it's not like that. Everything is basically on phone. Every discussion you have is basically on phone. You need to make time. I mean, if you're going to work in the morning, all right, leave a message. Just tell your partner, okay, you're going to have a busy day, but you're going to try as much as possible to, you know, talk to them in the course of your day. Just leaving that message, and your partner waking up to it does a lot in them. You know, it does a lot in them. They wake up, to see your message, they reply your message whenever you get off work, whatever. Leaving that message for your partner before going to work or anywhere you're going to, and then waking up to it, just shows that you care. Like, you respect them, you consider them, like you are thinking about them when you're making this decision to you know, go to wherever you're going to, whether it's work or whatever. They are in your thoughts and you are thinking about them. That does a lot. Knowing that they won't see you anytime soon, it does a lot. They're going to leave a message back at the end of the day when you are free. Just a 5-minute call, a 1-minute call, just talking to them. You know, that is you putting in time, because you could come back tired and you just want to sleep, or you're thinking about somebody that's important to you and you want to let them know that they're always in your mind. So it's different for everybody. It varies, but at the end of the day, it's just investing time and, you know, trying as much as possible to let this person always know that you're thinking about them, and by so doing, it's, you know, communicating with them from time to time. I think, which is also very important, is obviously trust. There's no relationship without trust, and there's no relationship that can obviously survive without trust. Trust is just as important as communication and time investment and every other thing that's important in a relationship. So you need to trust each other. It's very important. It's very, very important. As difficult as it is when the two of you are together, it is more difficult when the two of you are apart, because news flies. You say hi to a guy, the story changes by the time it gets to your partner. You say hi to a different girl, the story changes by the time it gets to your partner. I mean, you cannot really have as much freedom with opposite sex, you know, as far as friendships are concerned, in a distant relationship that much, because honestly you're thinking about your partner, and if you really love this person and want to be with this person, you are going you want to be very cautious and you want to be very careful. You don't want to make terrible mistakes as far as you know keeping friends or keeping friends of the opposite sex, because that is a very tricky decision to make. There are some friends that are not very important like that, they're just people you know, and I mean you cannot allow that to affect your relationship, because doing that, cutting those kind of people off, makes the other person know that, like, this person is down for me, this person is. Generally, don't listen to people. I know it's difficult to say don't listen to people because it should not be people influencing your decision. So it goes for a distant relationship as well as it goes for every other regular relationship. So you cannot listen to people, and you cannot cut off everybody in your life just because you want to keep this trust. Because if you and this person don't work out, at the end of the day, you are going to need these people that have always been there for you. Finally, after you put in so much efforts in communication and you communicate the right way, you invest in your time, you are good as far as trust is concerned, this is the very, in fact, most important thing to do as a person, like for yourself, not like for the relationship. But anyways, doing it for yourself is in turn doing it for the relationship. I regret a lot because I didn't really do this for myself. I didn't think about it. I didn't even realize how important this, and taking care of yourself is very important. And when I say taking care of yourself, I don't mean that you should not give any F's what's going on with your partner because you're taking care of yourself. Taking care of yourself just means that those times when you two are not talking, like maybe your partner is busy with work, or maybe you, in my case, I was in the university. You saying I was still in the university, like I'm graduated. I was in the university then, so I didn't have school like every day. So on off days, I would just want to keep talking to my partner. But at the end of the day, I realized that those were the times where I was supposed to invest in myself, just relax, treat myself and stuff like that. Not to say I was not treating myself, of course I was, but I should have done more. That's just what I'm saying. So yeah, those are the times when you invest in yourself. You just want to relax, have a good treat, treat yourself, go out with your girlfriends, have fun, like surround yourself with people you love. And by that you are getting so much positive energy, and in turn when you get back home to talk to your partner, or when you're back with your partner, like there is that happiness, there is that joy that is coming from you, and it keeps the other person energized, and it's giving the other person some good energy. I mean, a really good day, taking care of yourself, having time with your friends, coming back home, and the energy you're going to give is going to be different, and they'll receive it in a very positive light, and in turns lights up your relationship, and it keeps everybody happy. Nobody wants to be around that kind of person that is always grumpy, always sad, you always, excuse me if you got that. It's bad. So nobody wants to be around that kind of person who's always sad, always complaining, always has something to just like you always just do. So that is the end of this video, and anyways, that is the end of this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you like this video. Please give this video a thumbs up if you do, and let me know in the comment section what you think about everything I've said. Have you ever been in a distant relationship? How did you survive it? And how well did it go? Are you still with that person, or whatever? In my case, I'm still with him, and yeah. So just let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and if you watched right up to this point, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for joining this family, because I know you're going to subscribe. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in once again, and I'm so happy for all the new subbies I've been getting. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for trusting this channel to deliver. Okay. See you guys in my next video. Bye.